Hello and welcome to my in-depth video on the 75334 Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader duel set. If you do enjoy this video, please subscribe, because I'll be doing this on some of the other sets that were released recently. So starting off with the box art is Kenobi style. The box art with the light blue stripe and him versus Darth Vader in the bottom corner. And you can see all the minifigures in the bottom right, and they all look pretty cool, but I'll talk about that a bit more later in the video. And yeah, you can see this weird like stony background. They don't normally do something like this. Well, I suppose it kind of is accurate, but it does look kind of weird. It looks like they've just kind of put a wall instead of putting in the scene, although they have kind of done that. And yeah, you can see the back of the box there and a few of the features, which I'll talk about a bit more later in the video. And yeah, the set cost £45 and $50 or €50, and it has 408 pieces. And yeah, Lego's pricing of the set it is quite expensive for a duel set, albeit like the number of pieces are there. It's just interesting that they've gone for such a higher price compared to they've normally done £20. Probably could have pulled off a decent set for £20. And one of the main reasons you would be buying this set is just for the minifigures, which are all pretty impressive, to be fair. And starting off with the Obi-Wan minifigure, I really like this one. It's quite a good one. It's got the same hairpiece as the one from the Inquisitor's Scythe, and it's more Kenobi like clothing than that one, because it had like a blue top. This one just has like a robe and it's kind of normal stuff and a lightsaber, and it does look to be a pretty cool minifigure. Then on to Darth Vader, and the Darth Vader is arm printing, but they didn't make him have red eyes, which is kind of disappointing whenever on the box art he has red eyes, and I kind of understand why they didn't do this, because like that piece would be a pain to print on, and I'm guessing there would be a lot of misprints, therefore making it less like efficient to do it. But the arm printing is nice that they included that, but it just begs the question, why didn't they do eye printing? And yeah, Ned-B is quite a cool minifigure, and the way they've used like the handle part for the top of the hammer looks pretty cool. And the minifigure is really nicely detailed. Like, I do really like the top section of him, and the details are all really nice, and the blue arm works really well, and he's got like a backpack. But whenever you look at him in the show, albeit he's generally in low light, he doesn't look as bright yellow as this. He looks more like a tan colour, and I wish they kind of had done in a tan colour. It would have looked much better in my opinion. But yeah, you can see the rest of the details are really accurate, and it's quite an impressive minifigure. And the Tala minifigure is pretty cool. I do think it does the job, but it's nice because it's a good minifigure to include, and it's like probably going to be the only way you can get this minifigure. But it isn't like extremely detailed, and Imperial officers generally aren't, because there's not much detail, because it is really accurate. There's just not much there, because you can see like the torso printing has the rank badge, and the hat's quite cool, but still, and you can kind of tell it's her, but there's not that much detail. It's not something that they've gone over the top of detail with. But yeah, the minifigure selection is pretty cool, and it is quite a good one, and it's probably the main draw for the set if you aren't going to be wanting to be playing with it. And yeah, the set itself is an interesting one. I don't really like it. If you can build a mock, I feel like a lot of mocks will get this done better, and I'm sure people will make them. I might make one myself at some point. But yeah, it just doesn't really look like a £50 set. And yeah, there's a lot of features though, which is kind of the thing that makes it such a good set for kids. And you can see, you can flip this up to spill out like all these flames, and that looks pretty cool. And then you've got these dishes, well, not dishes, but like, these parts can spin, so you can have them dueling, and this is kind of what they generally do on a dueling set, or yeah. And it does look pretty cool the way they've done that. And then the main feature, which Lego doesn't actually provide an image of on their website, but anyway, it has like this section where you can move one side back and flip up the flames, which is in one of the scenes, which is pretty cool. The flames are kind of low compared to the scene. Like, I feel like they should be much higher and wider, and that is why this set doesn't really have that much displayability, but I suppose that's not the aim of the set. And you can see like Kenobi's like getting pushed back onto the big barrel, and then like, I do like the way they include the rocks for Tala to hide behind, because that's kind of accurate from the scene. And it does look really cool. Kind of reminds me of the Vader's transformation set, that kind of style with all the things getting thrown around, but just a lot more expensive. But yeah, it doesn't look like a £50 set. It just really doesn't look like it's worth the value, and I'm sure a lot of people will just not, like, you could just like buy parts for something and make something really easily that's a bit better. And I think like the front rock work doesn't look great. It looks really basic just with all just the slope pieces. It doesn't look like anything fancy, especially like that one really long slope piece, like I think it's 18 bricks long. That just doesn't look great in my opinion. But yeah, you can see here like a kid building it, and just the parts, it doesn't look like a 408 part set. You don't really know where the pieces went. I'm sure there's like a bunch of techniques for all the features, and that's probably where a lot of the parts went to, but it just doesn't look like that from the outside. But yeah, it is an excellent playset. Like, all the play features makes it really good. You can duel, you can have like recreate the seed where there's the flames, you can throw stuff around, and it's quite impressive in that fact. But it's just really missed the displayability part of it. And yeah, it does look pretty cool. I like the way they include like the couple like see-through parts for Kenobi to kind of get pushed back on. And yeah, I suppose the thing is though, whenever looking at it, like the flames don't look high. Like you could easily just have made it look like he could jump over that, which he doesn't in the scene, which is kind of inaccurate. But anyway, and yeah, you can see the flames just don't really get the job done in my opinion. It doesn't look very good for displayability, but it is good play. So yeah, do you think that the set might sell well? It just is interesting that they went for such a high price point on a set that could have probably got the job done at £20 or £30. And yeah, do hope you did enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.